Hi, I'm Kayleen and I will be your Fascial Maneuvers coach today. In this video, I will go over a little bit about what fascia is, what fascial maneuvers are, some of the benefits of doing fascial maneuvers, and what you may experience during and after a fascial maneuvers class. So what is fascia? Fascia, in the simplest of terms, is the connective tissue that runs throughout our body from head to toe. Visually, you can see this as a spider web, except each strand in that web is a tiny tube filled with fluid. This web is interwoven between each of our bones, muscles, organs, nerves, and cells. There is not one part of the human body that is not connected to fascia. Now, fascia responds to both our physical and emotional experiences. It's our memory bank for our lifetime. And some may say that it is what connects our human experience to our higher selves. So when we experience a physical trauma, let's say you get punched in the chest, you have the impact of the physical pain, but you also have the emotions that went with that experience. So if you have a bruise from that punch and we don't address it, the fascia becomes tight and it wants movement. Our body wants to move to heal. So that fascia will start to pull from other areas that have more movement, that have more fascia flowing freely, and it'll create a blockage or an adhesion. So now what started in our chest is now pulling on our shoulder, and now we experience shoulder pain. So now to compensate for that shoulder restriction, we may lift our shoulder up, or we may have our shoulders up here towards our neck. Now our neck gets tighter. As our neck gets tighter, we have less blood flow to our head, and we have migraines. So what started out as an injury to our chest has now become shoulder, neck, and migraines. So with fascia maneuvers, we're not only addressing the physical injuries, illnesses that we have experienced throughout our lifetime, we're also allowing the fascia to release and let go of the emotional traumas that have been stored within our body. Now, some of the benefits, because we're addressing physical and emotions in fascia maneuvers, some of the benefits you'll experience are better digestion, less physical pain, increased mobility and flexibility, autoimmune diseases can be healed, anxiety lessened, depression lessened. Anything that you can feel, you can heal. So during a fascia maneuvers class, you may experience nausea, you may experience lightheadedness, you may get a burst of energy, you may feel lighter. You also may feel tired, you may start yawning, you may burp, you may fart, you may cry, you may laugh. All of those things are welcome. During fascia maneuvers, you may also experience an increase in tension, or maybe more pain in a certain area, or maybe that pain is now moved to another area. So maybe it's starting your hip, and as we're doing fascia maneuvers, maybe you felt more in your shoulder. I encourage you to stay with the class and breathe into those areas and allow your body the chance to let go. So, let's talk a little bit about the fundamentals of fascia maneuvers before I get into the class. So with fascia maneuvers, Human Garage sees the body as a pressurized system. And we're going to use counter rotation and our breath to expand and release those tensions. First, I'm going to go over the breath that we'll be using throughout this class. There's 3 different types. One will be breathing in through the nose, and this is going to address areas in the shoulder, neck, and head. Second is breathing in through the mouth, which is going to expand and release in our torso, pelvic, and hip region. And then we have the third breath, which is a staged breath. Now the staged breath is going to allow for the maximum amount of expansion in your body. I'm going to demonstrate it for you because you probably haven't done it before. So you're going to inhale like you're breathing air through a straw, and you're going to hold it. So you're going to go, hold it, and you're going to fill up more, hold it, and then you're going to fill all the way up, and let it go. We only do this through one fascia maneuver, but I wanted to give you a heads up and let you experience it before we jump right in. So let's begin class. I'm going to go over the 15-minute stress reset along with swinger, pullover, and pretzel squats. So let's begin by tuning into our bodies, really grounding and just noticing how we're feeling. So put your right hand on your chest, over your heart, bring your left hand to the top of your head. Push your feet into the ground. Notice your toes, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, your neck, and your head. And let's take a big inhale through the nose. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. I just invite you to tune into your body for this class and see what your body is capable of feeling and see what your body is willing to let go. Let's begin. So hopefully you have clean hands, because we're going to start by sticking our right thumb into the roof of our mouth. We're going to bring the thumb into the roof of the mouth, and we're going to slowly apply pressure and push in and swipe over to the left. Take out your thumb, push in, swipe, and we're going to do that 6 times. This is the palate swipe. It is a simple but effective maneuver in releasing jaw and hip pain. So let's begin. Bring your right foot over your left. Bring your left hand to your right shoulder. Bring your right hand in between your arms so you're crossing, and your right thumb is going to go in to the roof of your mouth. Apply some pressure and swipe over to the left. Breathe in. Release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, last one, and 6. Unwind your hands. So one thing I forgot to mention is our spinal pelvic lock. We want to engage our pelvic floor throughout each maneuver. By doing this, we're going to bring in our belly button to our spine, squeeze in our booty cheeks. You want the sensation of holding in P. During the maneuvers, you want to create the maximum amount of pressure and tension. So this is just another way to do it. You're not expected to hold this throughout class. When you feel that you've released it, just re-engage that spinal pelvic lock, and I'll be here to remind you throughout the maneuvers. Okay, let's get started with totally twisted. All right, this is one of the longer maneuvers, but stick with it. And again, if you're feeling more tension, just breathe into it. We're going to take our right foot, place it over your left. You want your feet as close together as possible, but if you're not feeling balanced and stable here, you want to take a wider stance. You want to feel stable and grounded. So now take your right hand, place it under your left armpit. Your left hand goes on your right shoulder. Engage that spinal pelvic lock, belly button pulling into the spine. Turn your head to the left. Body is going to rotate to the right. Stick your tongue in your left cheek. Feel around for a tight spot. Lock your tongue in place. And we're going to breathe in through the nose and out the nose 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more breath. And 6. Release your tongue. Now we're going to do that staged breath, breathing air like sucking air through a straw and holding it. So we're going to breathe in, engage that spinal pelvic lock, fill up more, fill all the way up, rotate your upper body further to the right and exhale. Again, breathing in, Fill up more. Fill all the way up. Drop those shoulders and exhale. Last round of the stage breath, breathing in. Fill up more. Fill all the way up. And let it go. Now you're going to pick a spot to focus on with your eyes. And you're going to breathe in through the nose and out the mouth 6 times. Re-engage that spinal pelvic lock, belly button to the spine. 2. 4. 5. One more breath. And 6. Slowly rotate your body and your head back to center. Hands and feet stay where they're at. Take a moment. See how you're feeling. Now we're going to do the other side. Turn your head to the right. Body rotates to the left. Engage that spinal pelvic lock, squeezing in the booty. Shoulders are down and relaxed. Stick your tongue in your right cheek. Find a tension spot. Lock it in place. Breathe in through the nose and out the nose 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more breath. And 6. Now we're going into the stage breath again. Re-engage that spinal pelvic lock, belly button to the spine. We're going to breathe air like sucking air through the straw and holding it. Breathing in. Fill up more. Fill all the way up. And let go. Again, breathing in. Fill up more. Fill all the way up. Rotate your body further to the left and exhale. Last round, breathing in. Fill up more. Fill all the way up. And let it go. Now pick a spot to focus on with your eyes. Breathe in through the nose and out the mouth 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more breath. 6. Keep your hands and feet where they are. Slowly rotate your head and body back to center. Open up those arms, open up your heart, unlock your legs. Now in a class, you are going to walk around in a figure 8 pattern for 1 to 3 minutes. For the sake of this video, we are just going to keep going as we're on a time crunch here. But you want to make sure you pause and walk, or at the very end of this video, go take a 20-30 minute walk, and it will give your body time to calibrate what we've done throughout class. All right, so the other side, totally twisted. Left foot over right, left hand comes into the right armpit, right hand on your left shoulder. Engage that spinal pelvic lock, belly button to the spine, squeezing those booty cheeks. Turn your head to the left, body rotates to the right. Stick your tongue in your left cheek, find that tension spot, and we're gonna breathe in through the nose and out the nose 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more breath. 6. release your tongue, and we're going into the stage breaths. Re-engage that spinal pelvic lock. Drop the shoulders, head is to the left, body is rotated to the right. Breathing in like sucking air through the straw. Fill it more. Fill all the way up. And let it go. Breathing in. Fill it more. Fill all the way up. Rotate your upper body further to the right. Exhale. Last round, breathing in. Fill up more. Fill all the way up. And let it go. Now pick a spot to focus on with your eyes. And we're going to breathe in through the nose and out the mouth 6 times. Drop those shoulders. 2. 3, breathe into the tension. 4. 5, one more breath. 6. Keep your hands and feet where they are. Slowly rotate your body and your head back to center. Give yourself a second. We're going to go to the other side. Head to the right. Body rotates to the left. Stick your tongue in your right cheek. Find that tension spot. Lock it in place. Breathe in through the nose and out the nose 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, one more breath. 6, release your tongue. We're going into our stage breath, sucking air through the straw and holding it, breathing in. Fill up more. Fill all the way up. Rotate your upper body further to the left. Exhale. Breathing in. Fill up more. Fill all the way up. And exhale. Re-engage the spinal pelvic lock for the last round. Breathing in. Fill up more. Fill all the way up. And let it go. Now we're going to pick a spot to focus on. Breathe in through the nose and out the mouth 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, one more breath. And 6. Keeping your hands and feet where they are, slowly rotate your head and body back to center. Open up your arms, open up your heart. Maybe look to the sky, give an extra stretch. Unwind the legs. Again, for the sake of the video, we are not going to be walking, but we're going to continue on. Please pause the video and walk around in a figure 8 pattern for 1 to 3 minutes. Let's go into anti-gravity. This is one of my favorites. It's a great pick-me-up. I always feel nice and loose and it just feels good. Let me put my hair up. So for this maneuver, we are going to interlock our hands behind our head, and we're going to place them at the base of our skull, right where that ledge is. We're going to put our pinkies into that ledge. So I'm gonna see if I can show you. So we're going to clasp our hands behind our neck, the base of our skull. Hopefully you can see that. And we're going to push in and pull up. Think about lengthening your skull away from your shoulders throughout this maneuver. If you need a regrip, that's totally fine, but you really want to be pulling up. So During this maneuver, there's one part where you kind of need a heads up on how to do it. It's a very small movement, so I'm going to demonstrate it really quick. So at one point, we're going to be looking down. We're going to breathe in through the mouth, and we're just going to slowly rotate, peeking under that right arm, and then we'll exhale back to center. So we're just rotating at the base of our neck. It's not a big movement. It's very small. We're just peeking under what's over there, and then we're exhaling. Then we're going to the left, peeking under and exhaling. We're not doing a big swinging movement. Then we'll be pushing our booty back, and again, we're just going to rotate from the tailbone, and we're just going to inhale and look to the right, and exhale down. Inhale to the left, and exhale down. Again, not a big movement. We're not swinging, we're not moving the knees. We're just rotating from the base of our neck and then the base of our spine. So I just want to demonstrate that for you because it's a little hard to do and watch at the same time. So, anti-gravity. Interlock your fingers, place them behind your head. The base of your skull, your sides of your pinkies are going to be pushing in. We're going to pull up. Elbows are going to go to the sky, eyes to the sky. Engage that spinal pelvic lock, squeezing the belly button to the spine. Woo, we're going to breathe in through the mouth and out the mouth 3 times. 1, 2, 3, breathing in through the nose, out the mouth. 1 more breath. Now we're going to tuck the chin, bring the elbows pointing to the ground, really pulling the base of our skull away from our shoulders, and we're going to breathe in through the nose and out the mouth 3 times. Okay, now keeping the chin tucked, eyes are looking at the ground, we're going to go into that rotation. So breathing air through the mouth and rotating to the right, peeking under that right arm, breathing in. Exhale down. Inhale to the left. Exhale down. Inhale to the right. Exhale down. Inhale to the left. Exhale down. 1 more time to the right. Exhale down to the left. And exhale down. Now we're going to push the booty back. Chest is staying up. Our eyes are focused about a couple feet ahead of us at the ground. And again, we're going to inhale, breathe in, twist to the right. Exhale down. Inhale to the left. Exhale down. Engage that spinal pelvic lock, pulling the belly button to spine. Inhale to the right. Exhale down. Inhale to the left. Exhale down. Last one to the right. Exhale down. Inhale to the left. Exhale down. Now keeping your hands clasped behind your neck, we're going to come into a full squat. If you can't do a full squat, do what you can. But we're going to breathe in through the mouth 3 times and then in through the nose 3 times. So breathing in. 1, 2, breathe into the tension. 3, inhale through the nose. 1, 2, 1 more breath. 3, keep your hands locked behind your neck. Push your booty to the sky, head to the floor, pulling the base of your skull away from your shoulders. Take a deep breath in through the mouth. Exhale. Now inhale and slowly push your feet into the ground. Give yourself more stability as you slowly rise up. Elbows come back to the sky, eyes to the sky. Take another deep breath in through the mouth. Open up those angel wings. Exhale, let it go. Woo, shake that off. Oh, it just makes me all tingly inside. So again, if you're feeling any tension, I invite you to breathe into it and just notice and allow your body to feel and release. So that is the 15-minute stress reset. A little over 15 minutes, but it's a great one to do throughout the day and a great way to start your morning. So now we're going to go into swinger. Swinger is a great maneuver for your shoulders and your hips. If you play any racket sports, tennis, racquetball, golf, baseball, any swinging motion, this is really going to help open up and release any blockages. Probably get you a better swing too. So we're going to take hands shoulder distance apart. Right hand comes to your left shoulder. Left hand grabs on your right arm just above your elbow, and you're going to pull that arm away over to the left. Engage your spinal pelvic lock. Sink down, pushing your booty back. You want more of a booty back than a squat. You're more pushing the booty back. Now rotate your head to the right. Body rotates to the left. Sink down further in your squat, and we're going to breathe in through the mouth and out the mouth 6 times. 2, 3. Find more rotation, pulling over to the left. 4, 5, one more breath. And 6. Slowly come up and unwind. Again, pause the video, walk around, figure 8 pattern. Let's go to the other side. Hips are shoulder distance apart. Left hand comes to your right shoulder. Right hand grabs just above your left elbow, pulling it over to the right, really pulling it away from that shoulder. We're going to push the booty back, bending the knees slightly. Head rotates to the left. Body rotates to the right. Sink deeper in your squat. We're going to breathe in through the mouth and out the mouth 6 times. 2, engage spinal pelvic lock, belly button to the spine. 3, 4, 5, and 6. Slowly come up. Now I'm breathing really loudly so that you can hear me and follow along with me. You don't need to be as intense with your breath. You can also slow down your breath. Fascia likes to move slowly, so a slower breath is preferred, but I'm trying to stay on time for this video. So that was swinger. Now we're gonna go into pullover. So we're gonna take our, again, shoulder distance apart, right hand on the back of your left shoulder, and you're gonna pull that skin up and over. So it's gonna look like this. See, burping happens. Excuse me. Left hand grabs your right rib cage, and we're going to pull it towards your belly button. So you're getting a good stretch on either side of your spine. Now raise that left shoulder, look over the shoulder, push your booty back, engage the spinal pelvic lock, rotate your body over to the left, over to the right, I'm sorry. And we're going to breathe in 6 times through the mouth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more breath. And 6. Slowly come up. Unwind. Woo, shake it off. Again, walking figure 8 pattern, but we're gonna keep going. So left hand on your right shoulder blade, pulling up on the skin and over. Right hand grabs your left rib cage and you're pulling it in towards your belly button. Again, nice stretch in your spine. Raise that right shoulder, push your booty back, engage your spinal pelvic lock, belly button to the spine, and we're going to rotate that upper body over to the left, breathing in through the mouth and out the mouth 6 times. 3, 4, 5, one more breath, and 6. Slowly come up, shake it off. Whew. Could be feeling all sorts of things right now. My shoulders are definitely feeling looser. All right, so now we're gonna go into pretzel squat. Pretzel squat is a challenging one, especially if you got some hip issues or working through anything emotional. Stay with me. Our legs may tremble. We may want to come out of it, but I really encourage you to breathe a little deeper and invite your body that extra time to heal and release. So we're going to take our right heel, tee it into the center of our left foot. We're going to take a step out about 2 to 3 feet to the right. Now rotate your body to look at that foot and bring your arm up to parallel that right foot. So you're going to look like this. Now take your right hand, place it on your right booty cheek. Slowly fall slightly into that right foot, bringing your left hand to your right shoulder. Now push your booty cheek into that hand. I know it's really awkward and looks funny, but it really gets deep. So now take your right hand, place it along your spine, and your hands are facing, your palm is facing out, like you're giving someone a high five. So you're gonna look like this. Your palm is facing out. Okay? Sorry about that. So now we're going to turn our head to the left, sink further into that squat. Our body's gonna rotate further to the right, engage that spinal pelvic lock. Breathe in through the mouth and out the mouth 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more breath. 6. Now we're gonna keep our feet where they are. We're gonna just change our hands. Our right hand's gonna come to our left shoulder. Left hand is going to come along the spine again, palm facing out like you're giving someone a high five. Turn your head to the right, body rotates to the left, and breathe in through the mouth and out the mouth 6 times. 1, 2, our legs are shaking and we can do it. 3, breathing into the tension. 4, 5, one more breath. 6, slowly come up. Pushing your feet into the ground will give you a little bit more stability, especially when your legs are getting wobbly. Shake it out. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Be glad, grab a drink of water. It's a hot day here. All right. Other side pretzel squat. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Left foot to your heel into the center of your right foot. Step out about 2 to 3 feet. Rotate your torso looking at that left foot. Now take your right arm, parallel that left foot, coming straight out. Left hand, left booty cheek. Have your upper body slowly fall in and over that left foot. Right hand comes to your left shoulder. Left hand, back of your spine, palm facing out. Sink further into that squat. Head is rotated to the right, body rotates to the left. And we're gonna breathe in through the mouth and out the mouth 6 times. 1, 2, 3. Notice any differences in your legs. 3, 4, 5. One more breath. 6. Legs stay where they're at. We're going to rotate the hands. Left hand to the right shoulder. Right hand comes along the spine, palm facing out, high-fiving someone. Head turns to the left, body rotates to the right. Breathe in, through the mouth, out the mouth 6 times. 1, 2, 3. Breathing into the tension. 4, 5. One more breath. We can do it. 6. Slowly push your feet into the ground, giving your body some extra strength. Oh, open up. Stretch out, open up the heart. Shake out the legs. All right, so let's pretzel squat. So you've done some of the core fascia maneuvers. Now we're going to do into organs reset. We're going to slow down the body, we're going to slow down the mind. This is a great one to do first thing in the morning or when you're going to bed. Excuse me. I prefer to do this one laying down. I do it while I'm still in bed in the morning and right before I go to bed. For this video, I will be doing it standing up, but just know that you have the option of doing it laying down. It does kind of make your arm a little tired if it's a little weak to begin with. So, organ reset. Each of our organs holds different emotions, and we are going to invite our body to let those emotions go, and we're going to reprogram with some affirmations. You don't have to believe these affirmations right now. I just encourage you to say them out loud, but we're just reprogramming the mind. We're not, we don't need to believe it just yet, but we will. So, I'm going to take our fingertips, our finger pads. Try to be careful if you have nails. We're going to start at your belly button with your right hand. Left hand goes to the back of your neck. Just place it there gently. It's just there for support. We're going to place take our right hand, come over to the right about 2 inches and down about 1 inch. Feel around in there. You might feel a little ball, you might feel a tension spot. For this first time doing it, don't worry too much if I have in the right spot. If you're feeling around, you're listening to the cues, you're close enough, and it's really about your intention. So don't get caught up on, am I in the right spot? So this is your iliocincal valve. And this is where we process a lot of grief, we store a lot of grief. So we're gonna push in with our finger pads, rotate your fingers till you get a thumbs up. So you're rotating counterclockwise. And we're going to breathe into that spot, breathing in through the nose and out the mouth, slowing down the mind, slowing down the body. Thank you, grief. I'm ready to live in the present moment now. I'm letting you go. Now we're going to move straight up to the base of our rib cage, just under the rib cage. Feel around in there. I encourage you to really feel your body, so close your eyes. Just feel around, and right underneath your rib cage is your liver. And our liver stores a lot of our anger. So we're going to give thanks to our liver. We're going to push in with our fingertips, rotate counterclockwise till you get that thumbs up. We're going to breathe in through the nose and out the mouth. Thank you, liver, for storing my anger. Thank you for keeping me safe. safe now. And I'm letting the anger go. And just go about half an inch down, just along the rib cage. We're going to the gallbladder. Breathing in. Thank you, resentment, for protecting me. I no longer need protection. I am safe. I'm letting my resentments go. Now you can come straight over to the left side of your ribs, just under the rib cage. I'm gonna switch hands, just because my arm's already feeling it. So I'm gonna place my right hand on my neck, my left hand just under my left rib cage, right at my stomach. And again, we're gonna push in and rotate up, so you get that thumbs up. We're gonna breathe in through the nose. I trust my body's ability to heal. I am healing. I am healed. Now we're going to bring our fingertips down to the left side of our hip bone and come in about an inch or two. Again, we're feeling around in there. This is our valve of Houston. A lot of digestion, overthinking, all kind of gets clogged right here. So we're going to push in gently, rotating the fingers so we get that thumbs up. We're going to breathe in. One. I no longer need to overthink. I am living in the present moment. I am safe. Now we're going to go down to our bladder. So feel around in there. I like to use both hands for this one. Feel around to your pubic bone. And just above that, there's going to be like a little indentation. If you're like me, I've got a C-section scar, it's right there, or right at your underwear line. So you're gonna push in gently with those fingers. Maybe lean forward a little bit so you can get in and under, and pull up slightly. You wanna feel a little tug, and we're gonna breathe in through the nose and out the mouth. Our bladder holds our fears. Thank you, bladder, for holding my fears. I am safe now. But I'm letting those fears go. Let's move into the kidneys. We're going to take our right hand, pull down on your right rib cage. Give it a nice little stretch. You can place your left hand on the back of your neck again. And we're going to lean forward slightly, and we're going to activate this area, still pulling down, pulling the skin away on the rib cage. And we're going to take 3 sharp breaths. And now we're just going to breathe in through the nose and out the mouth. Thank you, kidneys. For holding my emotions. our right hand to the back of our neck, our left hand pulling down that left rib cage. Give a nice little stretch. Lean forward slightly. Let's do the quick activation breath with 3 sharp breaths. And let's breathe in through the nose, out the mouth. I am safe to feel my emotions. All of my emotions are valid. I am safe. Now bring that left hand just along your spine, about an inch or so down from where you just were at your rib cage, and your right thumb or left thumb is going to be right on that spine and go a little to the left. We're going to activate the spleen, and the spleen holds our worries. So we're going to breathe in through the nose, out the mouth. I no longer need to carry these worries around with me. I am safe now. And I'm living in the present moment. Release those hands, shake them out. And come up to the thyroid. So place your right hand right near your chest, right in your clavicle, feel around in there. Come up an inch or 2. Your thumb is on one side, your pointer finger on the other. Feel around and get to your thyroid, about an inch or so up from your clavicle. Place your left hand on the back of your neck, and we're going to just breathe in through the nose and out the mouth. My voice is worthy of being heard. It is safe for me to speak my truth. I am worthy. And I am heard. It's wild. I'm getting so much heat coming out right now of my neck and my thyroid. Whew, that was beautiful. All right, so we're gonna place our right hand on our center of our chest, right above our heart. Left hand comes to the top of our head. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Thank you, head, for telling me stories. Thank you for your protection. I am safe now. I'm ready to let my heart lead. Thank you, heart, for storing my traumas. Until I was ready to let them go. I'm letting them go now. I am safe. Open up those arms. open up that heart, look to the sky, take another deep breath in through the mouth. Exhale. Woo, that was really beautiful. All right, so that's the organ reset. Again, I would do it before I go to bed, when I wake up in the morning. It's just a really good way to reprogram the mind and release all those unwanted emotions that just aren't serving us anymore. So that ends the Fascial Maneuvers class for this video. I'm now going to give you a couple extra fascial maneuvers to do for some specific ailments, and then we'll go over a little bit more about the fundamentals of fascial maneuvers and proper hydration. So let's say you've got some jaw pain. Here's a good one for that. I'm going to use, my hands are a bit sweaty, so hot here. I'm going to use a pillowcase because that's what I have nearby, but you might want a washcloth. You can use your shirt, but I don't think you want to see my belly, so I'm going to use this pillowcase. So you're going to take your finger pads, feel around just below your cheekbone into that jaw muscle, and you're going to push in, and you're going to rotate up on both sides. So I'm going to walk you through it, but I just wanted to show you. So take those finger pads, pushing in just below the cheeks, right at the jaw muscle. Your fingers are facing backwards on your right hand, left hand fingers are facing forward. So we're going to push in, rotate up. Now open your mouth 3 times slowly. 1, 2, 3. Now we can again regrip if you need to. And we're just gonna take a deep breath in through the nose and rotate to the right. Exhale, center. Really pushing and twisting. To the left. Rotate to the right. Back to center, to the left. Exhale, back to center. One more time to the right. And back to center. Last time to the left. Ooh. Let that go. It's going to open up the jaw, and it's also going to help if you have any headaches related to the jaw. That will also help you. But let's say you have a headache related to anxiety and stress. We're going to get into the vagus nerve reset. Stands shoulder distance apart. Oh, sorry, I just got to come back into my body after that organ reset. Give me a second. Okay. So I take our right hand, place it on your left trap. Feel around in there for a nice tender spot. Take your left hand, weave it in underneath that right hand, coming to your chin. Now we're going to look to your right. Now we're going to take a deep breath and really push in and twist that right fingers away towards your shoulder, outside of your shoulder. Breathing in. Find that spot in your trap and lock it in place. Push the booty back. Rotate your head further to the right. Body rotates to the left. And we're going to breathe in through the nose and out the nose 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more breath. 6. Slowly come up. And really, the slower you go through it, the better release you're going to get, but I'm trying to stay on task and on time. So, the other side, left hand, left trap, feel around in there, push in, rotate slightly so your fingers are towards the outside of your shoulder. Bring your right hand, loop it in between your left arm, coming to your chin. Push your chin away slightly, look up to the left. Sit in your squat. Bring your upper body over to the right. Sit down further in your squat and breathe in through the nose and out the mouth 6 times. 2, 3, 4. Allow your body to let go. 5. One more breath. 6. Slowly come up. Shake it off. Again, pause the video, walk around, figure 8 pattern, 1 to 3 minutes. I'm gonna take a little glass of water. I'm really lightheaded right now. Ooh, gotta get back. Okay, ooh, just move some energy around. Okay. Last one for another option for if you have a headache. Antler twist. You're gonna take your right palm, place it on your right temple. Fingers are facing backwards. Left palm on your left temple, fingers are facing forward. We're gonna push in as much pressure as you can handle, pushing in and rotating till your fingertips meet your head. You're gonna look pretty crazy right now. Now for this one, you can breathe in through the nose and rotate to the right. Exhale back to center. Inhale to the left. Exhale back to center. Or you can choose to make circles, so going into the right, looking up to the sky, to the left, bring it down. You just want to move slowly, breathing in through the nose, out the mouth. You can go into a squat. You just really want to be pushing and applying that pressure. That one you could probably do a little bit longer, but we're going to keep going with this video. So those are some for your jaw and head. We did cheeky, we did antler twist, and vagus nerve reset. So let's get into digestion. So got digestive issues, you probably have some hip pain too. Good news is we're going to work on both of them at the same time. So belly button torque. It's a great one for digestion. If you have little kids that have any constipation issues, this is also a great one for them. So you're going to take your finger pads, be careful of your nails, to go into your belly button, push in a good amount, apply a lot of pressure, rotate your fingers counterclockwise so you get the thumbs up. Take your left hand, pull the skin along your spine as if you have an arrow from your right hand going back to the back of your spine. Rotate that skin the opposite direction, so you're going clockwise. And we're just going to take a couple deep breaths, breathing in through the mouth and out the mouth. 2, 3, 4, 5. One more breath. 6. Let that go. We're going to go into a psoas. So just like we were in, for the organ reset, the iliocincal valve, we're going to start at the belly button, go over to your right about 2 inches and down about 1 inch. Feel around in there. I'm going to go skin to skin on this one. And pull up. Step your left foot back and forward. So you're going to step your left foot forward. We're on the right side of our hip. We're pulling that skin up. It's going to feel a little bit like an Indian burn, a little bit like you're ripping that skin up. Look back. Really leaning into that stretch. Breathing in through the mouth and out the mouth 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more breath. 6. Come on. Let that go. Another one for the hips is the hip release. So you're going to want to lay down on the floor or on a bed. I'm going to go with the floor. Oh, this is one of the few fascial maneuvers that we do laying down. So we're going to lay down, feet on the floor, knees facing up, flat on your back. We're going to bring our right leg over the left thigh. So don't go low, don't go at your ankles. You're going to go right up your right thigh. So your right thigh is over your left. You're going to grab your right hand, is going to grab your left ankle. Left hand grabs your right ankle. We're going to pull them away and pull them in. Lift your head, tuck your chin, and we're going to breathe in through the mouth and out the mouth 6 times. 1, 2, breathe into the tension. 3, we're creating expansion. 4, 5, one more breath. 6. Drop your head, release your hands. Sorry guys, I'm really disoriented. Continuing on to the left side of hip release. Left thigh over your right thigh. Right hand grabs your left ankle, left hand grabs your right ankle, pulling them out and in towards your chest. Lift your head, breathing in and out the mouth 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, one more breath. 6, release your head, release your legs. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, let it all go. So we've done headaches, we've done jaw pain, we've done hip pain, we've done digestion. What about the good old shoulders? Shoulder pain, we've got a couple options. We're gonna work with the elbow on this one. So take your right hand on your right trap. Take your thumb, lock it into your clavicle. Wanna lock that arm into place. And take your left hand, rotate the skin on your right elbow away from you. So you're going out. And for this one, we're going to breathe in through the nose and we're going to rotate our body to the right. Exhale back to center. Inhale to the left. Exhale back to center. Re-engage that spinal pelvic lock. You haven't heard that in a while. Belly button to the spine. Rotate your body to the right. Exhale back to center. To the left. Center. Last one to the right. Exhale to center. One more to the left. Back to center. Let that go. Let's do the other side. Left hand, left trap, locking that thumb underneath your clavicle bone. Right hand, grab the skin on your elbow, rotate outward to the left. And we're going to breathe in, look to the right. Exhale to center, breathe into the nose to the left. Exhale to center, to the right. Engage that spinal pelvic lock, squeezing the booty, breathing into the left. Center. Right. Center. One more to the left. I'll let that go. Go into another option for you. This one really opens up the shoulders and the neck, but also gets that hip. So get a triple for this one. So right hand, again, right trap, locking that thumb under your clavicle. Left hand, take the skin on your right elbow, rotate it outward. Bring that arm up and over your head. We're going to engage the spinal pelvic lock, belly button to the spine, lean over to the left, look up to the sky, and breathe in through the mouth and out the mouth 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, one more breath. 6, now take your right leg, step behind your left, lean further over to the left, and really breathe into the tension, breathing in. Expanding. 2, 3, 4, 5, one more breath. 6, slowly come up. Shake it off, unwind. Again, pause, walk around, or take a nice long walk after this. So left side, left arm, left hand, left trap, right hand, grab the skin on your left elbow, rotate it outward, bring the arm over your head, lean over to the right, look up to the sky, and breathe in through the nose, in through the mouth, and out the mouth 6 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, one more breath. 6, step your left foot behind your right, lean further over to the right, breathe into the tension, breathing in. 3, 4, 5, last breath. 6, open up. All right, so that concludes all the fascia maneuvers for today. I hope you are noticing the expansion and the lightness. You might be feeling lightheaded like I am. I'm a little disoriented. I'm not sure exactly what was all coming up, but at the end of this video, when I'm done, I will take some time to feel into my body, and I encourage you to do the same. So if you made it this far in the video, maybe you're wanting to know a little bit more about fascia maneuvers. So Human Garage created fascia maneuvers, and they see the body as a pressurized system. And our body is always trying to balance. And we are made for movement and counter rotation. So with fascia maneuvers, building the pressure, using counter rotation, and our breath really allows for the maximum amount of expansion in the fascia, inviting our body to really release and let go. It's a very powerful practice. As you can see today, it's really affecting me. Some days more than others. So there's 3 zones in the body when working with fascia maneuvers. Zone 1 is our shoulders, neck, and head. And when we do our breath work, breathing in through the nose, this is the areas it affects, zone 1. So shoulders, neck, and head. Zone 2 is our torso, our pelvic floor, and our hips. And again, when we're breathing in through the mouth, that is where we're bringing attention to. And then the 3rd zone is from our legs to our toes. So that's a little bit about pressure, seeing our body as a pressurized system, using counter rotation to create some max amount of pressure in the body and tension in the body, and then using our breath to expand and let go. Another key component to fascia and fascia maneuvers is hydration. And hydration is more than just how much water you drink. Preferably you want to be drinking natural spring water or hydrogen water, but you can also be supplementing with diatomaceous earth, which is rich in silica. It's great for hydration of the cells, of your skin, of your fascia, and really allows for better movement and glide within those fascial tubes. You can also try considering Irish sea moss, which contains 92 nutrients that is so good for our body to rehydrate. So those are just a couple options. Fascia likes movement, it likes to move slow, and it likes to be hydrated. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you join me for more fascia maneuvers in the future. Have an amazing day.